Hey there, guys. Dragon Master here, and I want to welcome you to Star Wars and Earth, episode Mandalorian, episode 3, The Sin. So, yeah, just want to make a quick announcement. So no video tomorrow for Tuesday. I'll be on. So I'm actually gonna do videos now every like once, basically. One day I'm gonna do a video and the next day I won't because it sort of affects my schedule a bit and I need my time for other things in life. So yeah. But overall, I hope you guys are enjoying these two series, Mandalorian and Legends for Earth. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the video. We start off with the Terran bounty hunter known as the Hunter. He is currently separated from Mando and gone into another location. He contacted Mando and told him to contact him with his share of the payment. Mando agrees and asks if he can rendezvous with him. Hunter agrees and says he just has a quick business to do and he'll be on his way. So Hunter arrives at a neutral location, more or less, empty space, but it's not empty for long. As soon as he arrives, a ship appears on his scanner. This is one of the Terran's stealth crafts they've been working on. I won't go into details. But he docks with the ship and heads to a meeting room. There he meets with the head of the Terran's intelligence. Well, the Terran intelligence leader's not there, just a screen. Most just call him the Shadow, but that's all. He is a shadow. So Hunter tells them about Baby Yoda, and this surprises Shadow and the Terran High Command, who is also at this meeting through holograms. They have always wondered where Yoda's species came from, but he never told them. So with this said, they agree that they have to get Yoda away from the Empire, well, this remnant of the Empire. The Terrans have discovered that this remnant is currently being led by Moff Gideon, which surprises Hunter, as from what he had heard, he had been executed for war crimes. The Terrans assure him that Gideon is alive, and that he more or less was able to escape his execution. And the New Republic did not want the galaxy to find out about Moff Gideon still being alive for their incompetence. So they agreed to keep it all hush-hush and quiet, much to the Terran's annoyance when they just found this out. This does not surprise Hunter, as the New Republic have late, while many of the senators have been not so helpful as with the Imperial Remnant, as they seem so sure that they've won and that the Empire is truly finished, and that the Empire's remnant was not a threat. The Terrans knew otherwise, but of course they ignored them. Hunter asks what his plan was, and Shadow explains how he has agents currently at Arvada, and that they have currently been watching what has been going down. Mando had to hand over the kid, much to Hunter's surprise, as he had seemed to slowly get attached to it. He explains how Mando most likely will be waiting for him to give his half of the payment. It seems the Empire was generous enough to double Mando's pay, to accommodate for his partner, you. So Hunter is ordered to go meet with Mando and see if he wants to help get the kid back, as the agent had noticed how Mando, even with a helmet, wasn't so happy to give Baby Yoda away. Hunter agrees and heads for Nevada. Hunter arrives a bit later and goes looking for Mando. He finds Mando at the bar and is talking with his boss. Hunter goes to sit with Mando and asks him for his payment. Mando hands him his half of the payment. Hunter looks at the best car and approves, as he has a few plans for this. As he's about to leave, Mando explains that he has another job. Hunter asks why he's offering if he wants him to join him, and Mando says that he just had a feeling Hunter would say that. Hunter thinks and then agrees as they begin walking to their respective ships. As Hunter knows Mando is conflicted and talks to him a bit about Baby Yoda, Mando, from what he had heard, has assured them that they won't hurt him. When it comes from the Empire, Hunter's a bit not really gonna believe them about that part. And Mando is inclined to agree. As they're about to take off, Mando changes his decision and contacts Hunter to explain if he'll help him. Hunter agrees and explains the truth to Mando about how he is a Terran agent from Terran intelligence, explaining how he was sent on this mission. He also explains to Mando that Gideon is the one in charge, which surprises Mando as they make their way to the Empire's outpost. Hunter explains that he'll get backup and Mando goes to get the kid. He'll keep anyone distracted. Hunter contacts his superiors and they agree to send a small force that they have on the planet in secret to go aid him. Mando is able to get the kid out, and he meets up with Hunter, but they are surrounded by bounty hunters and Imperials. Hunter and Mando look at each other, and then look at the Imperials and the bounty hunters. But luckily, before the first blaster shot can be fired at them, Terran troops arrive. Terran tanks and speeders immediately charge at the bounty hunters and Imperials, surprising them. And to their other surprise, Mandalorians on jetpacks arrive. This surprises Hunter, as he didn't think there were Mandalorians other than Mando on this planet. One of the leaders, who Hunter is able to identify as a Viv from the Vizsla clan, tells them to go and that this is the way. Hunter and Mando look at each other and then nod to Vizsla as they retreat. The Terran commander says that you have to get away and hide somewhere in the outer rim in the expanse before the Terrans can extract them, as the Empire has learned that the Terrans were spying on this remnant, and the Imperial remnant patrols have increased. Hunter and Mando agree, and they immediately make it both to their ships, and immediately begin heading up to space. Mando and Hunter see that there is a Terran battleship currently engaging with, surprisingly, a Star Destroyer. Hunter recognizes as Moff Gideon's Star Destroyer, but from what he had learned that it was the only Star Destroyer that this Imperial remnant had, as they mostly kept more light cruisers or transports. But he realized this Star Destroyer was most likely to battle Terrans. Anyway, they both head to hyperspace and are able to escape. But down on the planet, the battle is mostly over, as the Terrans and Mandos have both retreated. Of course, the head Imperial stormtrooper, the commander of the stormtroopers, is immediately brought to his knees. As a shuttle descends and someone walks out, they are currently hidden in a cloak. He asks them what happened and explains what happened and about Mando and Hunter. This figure is displeased as he was sent by Moff Gideon to secure the baby Yoda. This person pulls out a katana, which surprises the stormtrooper, as he knows only Terrans will have those. They used to have those in museums, but this katana is different. The hooded figure says that the commander has failed them, and for that he must die, as he immediately stabs his katana through the man's chest, killing him instantly. He takes the katana out and asks if anyone else would like to volunteer to take his position. No one moves, and the figure just scoffs and immediately heads back to his shuttle, as he has to begin hunting Mando and Hunter. And that is where we're going to leave it off. So I decided to add a new sort of my own OC to make this story a bit more interesting, as Moff Gideon isn't a fool to recognize that Hunter could be a dangerous adversary, so he has an ally to aid him. And the Terrans will learn that Moff Gideon does have allies to deal with them so they don't get in his way. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say, so signing off, I guess.